Hey everybody, welcome back to the back 12 of West Shore Longs with the DiscGolfDudez.
Yeah, this course also known as the Labyrinth, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
More commonly known amongst tourney players as West Shore.
Yes.
Right. This is hole 13. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a fairly short hole. You have the option to either go for the low sidearm or the high sidearm. I chose
Or
to
if
try
you need to throw a backhand, you need to be a bit more creative, probably.
Yeah.
I usually try this high sidearm, and usually it doesn't work very well for me. I think I've birdied this like one time out of all the times I've played it in tournament.
Which was twice. You played it once at Pro States last year, Dad.
Man, seems like I've played here more than that, though.
No. I was just a little bit off there on my birdie look. I tried the low line.
It's gettable, though. This one is definitely gettable for the deuce. So, did you guys all three get there?
Yeah, we all took pars.
And that's pretty common. It's a tough deuce, but it is gettable.
I believe this hole is a bit over 300. It's pretty much straight, drifts a little to the left, but not much.
The shape, I remember the shape of this is a little, it makes you think a little more than you feel like you should have to think on this one.
Yeah.
I think I actually have done a sidearm on this one, like a flex almost, last couple times I played it.
I'm going to be trying to throw something slightly understable for no reason whatsoever, because that's what this hole makes you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the shape is just a little strange. Yeah. It looks like you should just throw a backhand at it, but then those last few trees on the right there you can see shut you down early.
Make you think about it too much.
Just like that too. Yeah. So
I'd say in the tournament I'd probably switch it up to something a little bit more straight, maybe a little bit faster.
Well, that was a nice throw.
Just to get it there. Yeah, that was a great upshot there from Andrew. Here's my long look at a par.
These are those last pine trees that'll shut down a righty backhand.
Yeah.
Nearly every time. Oh, why not?
Got a really nice drop there. It was on line, but it probably would have hit off the top if it hadn't got that nice drop in there.
Looked perfect to me. Man, what was that, like 50?
It was a good putt. I was really happy that one went in. Needed a little pick-me-up after a weak first two shots. Hole 15 here is a really short little sidearm chip shot. Another hole where if you only have a backhand, you got to get a little creative.
They're both going low sidearm.
Yeah, they were both attempting the low sidearm there. Andrew
peered
the gap and went a little long.
You take the high line?
Yes,
me too.
I'm going machete, Spike Heiser.
Definitely. Flick or Raptor, machete, something like that.
Shout out to Tim Barham for giving me that Big Z machete.
Oh yeah.
Said he had like 50 and just wanted to trying to give them away, you know. So
well, when we were playing a toboggan round with him and you lost one, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get you one. I got a bunch of those things."
And then I actually got the other machete back, but I like this one more, probably because it's got Tim's magic in it. But you know.
Yeah, thanks, Tim. Nice putt there.
Yeah. Good deuces around.
I remember at the States last year. I remember that there was a circle painted on that one, like a putting circle, like a 10-meter circle.
It was like 20
but it
feet.
was legit like 7 meters. It was way short.
It was really.
It was
weird.
like 22 feet.
Hopefully they don't do that again.
Because I had a putt from quote outside the circle, and it was like so short. Yeah. If you go back to the Crew 42, you can see us like joking about it on the Crew 42 coverage.
Yeah,
anyway,
Andrew decided to go with a slower disc, I believe, up the middle. Went for a forehand line. Ben trying the backhand flex, and I went Spike Heiser just to play it safe. This hole is really tight.
This is quite long, right? Is this the longer one?
It's long and really tight.
Oh, that's a...
He was trying to do a forehand turnover.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's kind of weird.
This one makes you get creative if you don't land in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
And honestly, you still might want to do this even if you're in the middle with how many trees are up there guarding the basket. And Andrew had to get crafty from where he was at in there. Here's Ben's look at a 3.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Ben's jump putts were on today.
So much speed.
Yeah.
But the fairway on this just has the pine trees just scattered like all over, so it's really hard
they're really short right now, but once those get tall, it's going to be a lot. It's really tricky right now. It's going to get even more tricky.
It's difficult right now even, yeah.
I'd say this is that hole is getting pretty close to the hardest hole on the course. Not quite, but I'd say it's a trickier of the shots on the course for sure.
Right, definitely. He turned that over a bit too much. Was this one like 260 or something like that?
This one's around that. I'm throwing a vulture forehand, just trying to hit the gap with control. Ben was trying to throw a zone and turned it over a little too much. And I went a little long in the basket there, and on a higher line than I would have liked.
Yeah.
I believe Andrew's also throwing his own here.
Again, this is one of those holes where the shape's a little better for a righty forehand than it does for a righty backhand, actually.
Yeah, Andrew said that he's beat that zone into perfection for shots like that.
That's a valuable zone then.
Yeah.
Those are the good ones you don't want to lose.
Threw that on a lot of shots out there. Ben had to do that, and yeah. He had to get crafty through the pine tree. And
is that produced for you?
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Got a birdie.
Oh.
So Ben could have either thrown his disc vertically, which he actually made on his second try through the tree.
Oh, was that what that one was right there?
Yeah. Or he could have done what he did. Good birdie there from Andrew as well. Bogey there from Ben.
Tough bogey on that one.
So this hole...
Is this the first one in the woods there?
Yeah. This one is pretty fair shot, though. You can either go down the right side or the left side. In the tournament, I'm definitely going down the left side. I went forehand there just because I thought I could maybe hit the gap a little better. But Andrew is throwing this left side forehand and getting up there quite a ways.
I don't even remember there being a right side option on this one.
Well, there is.
Okay. Well, he found it.
Just a little low.
I believe I tried to do like a turnover challenger or magnet or something. Or not challenger or meteor.
I'm going to go turnover buzz in the tournament.
Yeah. I think the left gap is wider, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely take that.
For some reason, I felt more comfortable with the vulture forehand because it worked on the previous hole. So.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It was all confidence related at that point.
But I also think I slammed the first available tree last time I played this on this hole, so take my advice for what it's worth there.
Yeah. So
number 2 wooded hole.
Number 2
There's like
wooded
4
hole.
wooded holes that just zigzag back and forth, right?
Yeah. And this one is really weird. The gap that I'm taking there is actually the biggest gap you have on this hole. This hole has go 200 feet down the fairway, and then it is a wall of trees. So you can either go over to the left gap.
That's what I tried to do.
Or the right gap. And Andrew got caught up as well. Now Ben's gonna throw the same line.
Now, if you want to see a creative tee-off, I'll plug it one more time. Check out the Crew 42 of this.
Or right now, because Ben's throwing a great tee shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. He didn't hit a single tree and was pin high.
But I remember Jeff Bennett stood with his left foot on the tee pad in straddle stance and did a forehand around that tree on the right off the tee pad, lifting up, which is legal as long as you lift up that one foot, your right foot, so your only point of contact is on the tee pad, as per dictated by the rules, right? So it was legal, but that's a very crafty way to,
Did he throw a good shot?
Take a wider gap, possibly.
So
I think it was decent.
That's where Ben's drive landed. He had a putt there.
So use all the rules to your advantage, know the rules.
And use them well.
Yep.
In there for Andrew, Ben tapping in his par. Ben's percentages from outside the circle versus inside the circle were pretty similar. He was slamming in a lot of outside the circle putts that round. We were kind of joking about it during the round.
What's that, a raptor?
Yeah, this next hole...
That's your straight raptor, though.
No.
No?
That's my overstable raptor. I was trying to throw a flex line there. I didn't quite
yeah, this one,
over.
yep. This one is like, oh, cool.
Trees.
Lots of trees.
And Andrew is puring forehand gaps.
I think I did a backhand. Ooh.
He's literally parked.
That is really good. How long is this one, you remember?
Like, probably 350 or so.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's over 300, isn't it?
Yeah. Ben, I believe, threw an undertaker
that looked
there.
pretty good.
Crushed it.
But really, I mean, there's just a lot of trees on this one.
And I got back over there towards the basket. It's going to be an easy par for me.
Oh, man, he did park that.
Yeah. Just a little short there on his jumper.
Very close.
Working on my left-hand putts.
Show off.
Wow. Okay. You want to go there?
Literal drop in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hole 20 is... This doesn't look too bad, but that's... Well, now that we're zooming in, you can see all the miniature trees right
There's
in
a
the
million, like, 1-inch trees.
In the middle of the fairway, for sure.
Yeah.
I slammed that tree right there with the backhand. I was trying to do a backhand flip up down the middle like Ben is doing here. And he got through everything and skipped a little long. And I've gotten to this place where this is actually the short pads fairway that I'm taking there. And I caught something and I landed actually like 40 feet short. 45 maybe. I don't know.
Oof.
It wasn't pleasant.
Gonna put this one to bed, though?
No.
Oh, right off the top.
Here's Andrew's look at a 2 again. Good run there from where he was at. Right
got
behind
it surrounded
those trees.
now, guys.
Oh yeah. Lighting up this basket.
Nice put in there.
Yeah. Good bogey save. Still had 25 left for bogey.
Hey, it's better than a 5.
Yeah. Hole 22.
All right, and this one's almost out of the woods.
This one is like 400, maybe 450 even.
It's long.
To get it all the way to the basket.
Yep, you want to get to that bare dirt area there.
The light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm, literally.
And he took a monster skip.
And then if you got it, you want to skip it off of that and continue forward and left. So, well done there.
Throwing my Austin Hannum force.
Uh-huh.
Barely around those trees. Got a little bit of a skip up to the left myself.
Sounded clean, should be okay.
Got a long look at it too. Really long look.
If you get far enough, then those, even if you're behind those last grouping of trees there, you can see, and it's not too bad. You almost made it out to the open.
Yeah.
That's a great shot.
So here's my look at a 2 that I've only dreamed of.
Oh, man.
Didn't leave it short. Here's where Ben's drive got off of that 200-foot skip.
That's sick.
It's a little high. So here's Andrew for par. Crawls
There you
over the
go.
rim.
Spider monkey over the rim there.
Crawling over the rim.
Who needs chains?
You got his Talo slow-mo after all. Me for par.
Got the silhouette shot there. Very photogenic.
There you go.
Picturesque, I should say.
23. This one is pretty uphill. I'd say 350 uphill, but it's a very steep incline. Ben here is throwing an undertaker because he can throw really far.
It's longer. The whole hole is longer than 350, though, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know how far this one is, but
Wait, is that the basket right there?
yeah,
Oh, is this not the one I'm thinking of?
probably not. And I do not know what happened here except for that I pulled it super far to the right. And yeah, it felt really good out of my hand, but it never, like, did anything great. So I have an awkward stance here from this tree, and it's like 25 feet. Not a bad lie. So they're still both closer than me. Like, their drives were phenomenal.
Wow, yeah. Oh.
The
despair.
Little flustered. And this is what happens when you get flustered, guys, so don't get flustered.
Fluster equals bad.
Fluster equals 3-putt and 5.
No fun for anybody.
Yeah. No,
right,
that's true.
good job, Ben.
So don't get flustered.
Right.
Nearly missing my tap out because of how flustered I am.
And 24, last hole, right?
Yep, 24.
This one's a bomber.
You just get to rip your furthest flying drive. This hole was really good feeling after I took a 5 because I felt like I could just rip something as hard as I could.
Yeah, the basket is tucked into a hard to access area though.
Andrew turned his drive
so
really
even if
far.
you just crush it out in that mowed grass, it doesn't guarantee you have a look.
No. Just ripping my crank as hard as I can there, because it's a good way to let out some anger.
Gotta work on those issues.
Yeah, I do have to work on those issues. That was a great approach shot from where Andrew was at. So
so you crush and then you have this as your reward.
Yeah, I'm like 90 short with a jawbreaker buzz jump putt around trees. But Ben...
Yeah, that's a great spot for that hole.
50-footer there for would have been a sweet 2. So there you have it. Andrew finished at -1, Ben shot a -2, and I finished 2 over. Ugly, but you know what? That's how golf goes sometimes.
No worries though.
So that was the round. Huge thanks to Ben and Andrew for coming out and playing. We have a quick question here. How did you guys get into disc golf?
Well, for me, my uncle got me my first set of discs, and then I hit a really lucky first ace, and I was pretty much hooked from there. I was playing every day.
Yeah, for me, I got a starter set from my grandparents and played with friends multiple times a week and just kept playing because it's just a fun sport. So.
Yeah. It's easy to get hooked onto this sport. It's
For
a lot
sure.
of fun. So you 3-putt on the second to last hole, but you know, it's okay. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you like these videos, like them, and if you love them, subscribe to see more awesome disc golf content. Follow these guys on Instagram at DiscGolfDudez, and have fun discing.